Welcome to San Diego, everyone. The quest for the Mountain West continues here this afternoon as the Boise State Broncos get set to take on the San Diego State Aztecs. Steve Fisher Court at Viejas Arena on the campus of San Diego State. I'm Chris Ello. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. The Aztecs and Broncos getting together for the 21st time, meeting for the first time in San Diego in a couple of years. Played 2 games last year in Boise, split those 2 meetings. And this afternoon, both teams trying to climb a little closer in the Mountain West Conference standings. Boise State at 1-3 in conference play. The Aztecs at 2-3. And let's meet the Aztecs now. San Diego State Aztecs getting set for this afternoon's game. Will meet their starting lineup. Aztecs are 8-8 overall. They are shy 5 players from the active roster for today's game. We will detail that in just a little bit, but here's the starting lineup. Asia Avenger on a hot streak. This freshman guard from Cerritos, California, has averaged 16 points, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds over her last 3 games. Isabella Hernandez makes her second consecutive start, 6'2" junior out of Bellingham, Washington. Mallory Adams is on a hot streak as well, 6' junior from Frisco, Texas. 2 double-doubles in her last 3 games. Kim Villalobos, the 6' sophomore from Van Nuys, had a big game Sunday in Albuquerque. 17 points, 11 rebounds against New Mexico. And finally, Sofia Ramos, the Aztecs' leading scorer. She comes into the ball game with 1,310 career points, tied for 11th all-time on the Aztecs scoring list. Stacey Terry Hudson in her 9th season, assisted by Jason Glover and Kelly Lewis. John Silver is the director of basketball operations. Mel Boscarino, the director of player personnel. Queenie Soriano is the athletic trainer for San Diego State. Boise State in blue. The whole new-looking team this year for Gordy Presnell, who's in his 17th season, trying to break in 4 new starters. And the Broncos have been struggling mostly from the three-point arc, where they shoot only 27% as a team. Boise State gets the first possession, and Villalobos tips the ball away from Elodie Lalat, a 6'1" sophomore out of Paris, France. Starting for Boise State, also now Dominique Leonidas, number 15, working on the perimeter with Lalat. Leonidas, 4 assists per game, dumps it down low, and Lalat with a nice turnaround bank shot puts Boise on the board for a 2-0 lead. Boise State. Now San Diego State, the quick Avenger drives under the hoop, kicks it back outside. Mallory Adams has been shooting well from the three-point arc of late. Still 12 seconds to shoot for Avenger against this man-to-man defense. steps into a jump shot, and that's a pretty good sign if she's hitting that, because with her speed, she is very difficult to keep from getting to the basket, and if you have to respect her jump shot, you'll be in for a long day. We're tied at 2, and we're going to get a foul here as called by Infinity Robinson. Robinson working along with Chuck Gonzalez and Rigo Vasquez this afternoon. The foul is on Kim Villalobos. Mary Kay Naro, the only returning starter for Boise State, wears number 12. She's got the ball right now. Naro gives the ball on the wing to Anna Osley. And back for Naro, who misses the 3 out of the corner, rebounded by Mallory Adams. Minute and a half gone by in the first quarter, a 2-2 tie as Avenger goes to work, drives in, hooks up a very difficult shot from the right side of the lane, but draws the foul on Naro. So here is Asia Avenger. What an absolute hot streak she's on. Her last 3 games. Against Colorado State, 24 points, 7 assists. Against New Mexico, 10 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds. And here the other night, in a blowout victory over Utah State, Avenger had 14 points, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds. She has a chance to become the first Aztec player since Chelsea Hopkins 8 years ago to record a triple-double in a game. She hasn't done it yet, but don't be surprised if it happens here sometime pretty soon. 2 free throws by Avenger give the Aztecs a 4-2 lead. Osley, she's a good 3-point shooter for Boise State, leads them with 32 triples this year. Ball dumped down low. Lalott, good position. Banks it up there with the offhand. Rebounded by Villalobos. Nice rebound by Kim Villalobos in traffic. Avenger heads back for the Aztecs. Mallory Adams has been hot from there, and she hits another to open her Saturday afternoon. A 3-point field goal for Mallory Adams. She made 4 of them here on Thursday night in a victory over Utah State. 7-2, the Aztecs lead. Osley gives the ball to Abby Muse, a member of the all-freshman team a year ago. Muse underneath has good position in there to score easily and end a 7-0 San Diego State run. 7-4. Sophia Ramos, quiet here the other night against Utah State. They didn't need her much. Ramos had 10 points in that 66-45 win over Utah State. The Aztecs led by 30 before Utah State closed the game on a 9-0 run. Ramos goes to work. Outside, Isabella Hernandez drives into the lane. Floater comes up short. Rebound is off, grabbed by Naro. Mary Kay Naro out of Beaverton, Oregon. Gives the ball to Lalott, who's from Paris, France. Now Osley kicks it out. Muse thought about it. And now the shot goes up, no good. Leonidas tried the 3-point field goal. The Aztecs come back with a 7-4 lead, and Mallory Adams wants another 3. She's got it. 2 for 2 for Mallory Adams. She's had 2 double-doubles in her last 3 games. She's averaging 16 points a game over her last 3, and she's already got 6 here this afternoon. 10-4, the Aztecs. Abby Muse on the perimeter, hands off to Osley. Osley out of Scottsdale, Arizona, gives the ball to Naro on the sideline. Nice pass underneath to Lalott, and she shows that offhand, banking it in with the left hand, and 4 points now for Elodie Lalott. 10-6, 4 minutes gone by. Here's Avenger, hesitation move, kicks out to Hernandez. Now Avenger out of the corner, cross court to Ramos. Ramos, Mallory Adams going to go 3 for 3. You betcha. Mallory Adams on fire. 3 3-pointers for Mallory Adams to open the game. And a timeout is taken by the veteran head coach of Boise State, Gordy Presnell. Mallory Adams, the 6-foot junior from Frisco, Texas. She's made 27 threes coming into the game. She's already got 3 today. And the Aztecs take an early 13-6 lead on the Mountain West Network. Junior from Frisco, Texas, Mallory Adams on fire to open this game. 3 consecutive three-point shots for Mallory. And the Aztecs with an early 13-6 lead. Chris Ello back at Viejas Arena, the campus of San Diego State, on a rainy day in Southern California. Leonidas into the front court for Boise State against a zone look by the Aztecs, and Muse cuts through that and banks it in for her second field goal. Abby Muse out of Brentwood, California. Southern California native. 13-8, the Aztecs in front. Avenger gives to Mallory Adams. She thought about another three, steps inside and hits the mid-range jumper instead. Already 11 points for Mallory Adams. Her season average is 10. 15-8, the Aztecs. Naro goes inside to Lalat, backing her way against Villalobos, using that left hand, not this time, and Villalobos, a strong rebound. Ramos heads back for San Diego State. Sophia gives the ball on the wing to Avenger. Avenger steps back, jumps it up there and hits it. Got the bounce. Asia Avenger's got 6 points. The Aztecs, with 2 different players scoring, now lead 17-8. Ramos got away with a reach in. Osley's got the ball. Osley around to pick, shoots a jumper, and that was a nice looking shot by Anna Osley. 5'8" sophomore from Scottsdale. Averages 8 points per game. 17-10, the Aztecs. Nice move. Villalobos, and a good pass from Sophia Ramos. On the pick and roll, Villalobos lays it in. Kim Villalobos, the sophomore from Van Nuys, California, averaging 7 points and 5 rebounds, starting the last 2 games for San Diego State, as the Aztecs have gone to a smaller version of the starting lineup. Villalobos, the tallest player out there. Muse shoots with the left hand. Lalat ends up getting tied up by Avenger. That'll get the ball back to San Diego State. Aztecs red hot to start this game, I'd say so. They've hit 7 of their first 8 shots. Here comes Avenger in the front court, leading 19-10. Mallory Adams has already made 4, including 3 three-pointers. Ramos curls around a screen, gives the ball to Isabella Hernandez. Hernandez back to Ramos, guarded tightly by Leonidas. Ramos' next basket will give her the 11th. Oh, beautiful backdoor cut by Avenger, and a sensational pass by Ramos. Avenger's got 8 points. Boy, that was a really nice backdoor cut and pass by Ramos. Osley again curls off a screen, and she hits. Both teams shooting the ball well in this first quarter. 3:12 to play. The Aztecs lead 21-12 on the strength of 8 of 9 shooting. Boise State 6 for 11. Leonidas able to knock it away from Ramos for the moment. Avenger gets it back, goes to work on the drive and lost the handle. Out of bounds, and we'll get our first substitutions of this game. Rachel Bowers comes in for Boise State, along with Lindsay Lavrovich. Also coming in for Boise State, Trista Hull. San Diego State brings Kamara Gibson, a 6'3" center, into the game, wearing number 11. Leonidas around a pick, shoots a jumper. That looks good, but it's off to the side. Saved by Hull. Picked up by Bauer, shot by Osley. No good. And the rebound to the Aztecs. 2:28 for the first quarter. Aztecs already with 21 points on the board. That's what happens when you shoot 8 for 9. Isabella Hernandez back to Mallory Adams, who's red hot to start this game. Pass deflected, comes to Kamara Gibson. Tried to force it up, and the rebound to Bowers. Osley heads back for Boise State. Anna Osley leans over the dribble against Avenger. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Osley switches the ball on the wing to Lavrovich. Inside it goes to Hull. Back outside. Good inside-out mover, and a good shot by Anna Osley. She's their best three-point shooter. We mentioned it. 32 triples coming into the game for Osley, and she knocks that one in to make it 21-15. 1:40 to play in the first quarter. Avenger is held up by Osley, and a foul on Anna. The third foul of this game, 2 of them against Boise State. Ball comes inbounds to Avinger. Avinger against Osley. Not easy to keep Avinger in front of you. She drives around Bowers, and Osley comes across and hits her for the second foul now, already on Anna Osley. Avinger go back to the free throw line, looking to break into double figures here. She's already got 8 points. Osley's going to have to come out with 2 fouls, replaced by Jada Clark, a 5'4" freshman out of Richland, Washington. So Avinger is a 79% free throw shooter. She's the only Aztec shooting well from the line this year. San Diego State overall is a very poor free throw shooting team this season, right around 62% as a team. But Avinger been very good at the line. Knocks them both in. She'll be replaced by Bailey Chenoweth, a 5'11" sophomore from Austin, Texas. Last year, Chenoweth a walk-on. Made this club on the strength of her three-point shooting. The Aztecs, as I mentioned, are without 5 of their players here today. Leonidas goes to work around a pick. Nice drive into traffic and got the foul. The foul is going to be on Chenoweth. The Aztecs missing the game today. Mercedes Staples, a starter, 5'10" senior. Megan Fizo, who played here the other night against Utah State, a sophomore. Alex Crane, who's missed about a dozen games for the Aztecs with injury. Flo Venerte, who's out with ankle and wrist injuries. And also Kiara Edwards. So 5 Aztecs not playing here today. San Diego State has 8 scholarship players available. Leonidas on the free throw line, and a miss by her is a rarity. She shoots 91%, and wouldn't you know, she misses both. So the rebound is off to Mallory Adams. The Aztecs lead by 8. 23-15, coming down to a minute to play in the first quarter. Mallory Adams already has hit 3 threes. She's got 11 early points. Avinger on the bench has 10. Chenoweth goes inside to Gibson. Gibson trying to make a move against Bowers. Kicks it back outside to Ramos. Only 5 to shoot for Sophia Ramos. Gonna have to try to create a shot and just forced it up. So the shot clock violation gets it back to Boise State. San Diego State's second turnover. Boise State doesn't have a turnover yet here in the first quarter. But the Broncos trail by 8 because of the Aztecs' hot shooting. Trista Hull on the perimeter. Gives the ball to Clark. Now a drive. Nice scoop shot put in by Lavrovich, 5'9" freshman from Gig Harbor, Oregon. Nice shot by Lindsay Lavrovich. Averages only 2 points a game. She's got 2 right there, and it's 23-17. High scoring first quarter. Good shooting for both squads. Here's Ramos with 10 to go in the quarter. Shot clock is off. Ramos drives in against Leonidas and banks it in. Her first 2 points of the day. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. With that bucket, Sophia Ramos moves past Brooke Meadows into 11th place on the Aztecs all-time scoring list. She also gives the Aztecs a 25-17 lead at the end of the first quarter. Good shooting by both teams. We'll come back with quarter number 2 from San Diego. Just a minute on the Mountain West Network. Second quarter getting ready from San Diego. Hot shooting first quarter for both teams. Aztecs shot 9 of 12. Boise State hit 8 of 15. So both teams well over 50% in that first quarter. 11 points for Mallory Adams, who's on the bench resting. Asia Avinger has 10 already for San Diego State. Bowers on the inbound. Gets it back inside against Gibson. Fall away jumper, no good. Villalobos, very good on the glass. Kim Villalobos with her 4th rebound. Deep 3, Ramos comes up short. She can hit from out there. 34% three-point shooter, but came up a little short on that one. And here's Jada Clark now handling the ball. Bowers left open, and she makes the Aztecs pay with a three-pointer. Rachel Bowers out of Newhall, California, 6'3" senior, puts it in. 25-20 the Aztecs, 9:14 to go in the second quarter. Here's Sophia Ramos, around a pick by Villalobos, gets it back to Villalobos. Nice pass, dumped it in there to Camara Gibson for the easy layup. Nicely set up by Villalobos, and the first 2 points for Camara Gibson. 27-20, foul coming up on Gibson in the post against Bowers. A couple of 6'3" kids going at it. And Gibson out of Beeville, Texas, picks up the foul for San Diego State. Leonidas will inbound. Clark gets it across to Bowers. Rachel Bowers inside. Hall has good position, puts it up, and I think Villalobos got a piece of it. Boise State able to keep it alive. Lavrovich. Hull with the jump shot. That's good. Boy, everybody's hitting everything today. Both teams shooting spectacular. San Diego State 71%, Boise State 53%. Minute and a half gone by in the second quarter. 27-22, Villalobos likes to attack, drop the ball out of bounds. Villalobos, play her for the drive. She does not like to shoot the mid-range jumper. She would rather get to the rim. So a 5-point game as Leonidas comes into the front court. Aztecs led by as many as 11 in that first quarter. Leonidas quick against Avenger to the baseline. Pass, deflected out. Last hit by Villalobos. And Mallory Adams, after a hot start, got a rest, now back into the game. Leonidas comes in on the sideline to Clark. Clark brings it back outside to set up the Boise State attack. Now Clark left open, gets all the way to the hoop. Missed the layup, however, and Villalobos ends up with a rebound. Good drive by Clark, but didn't finish. Now Ramos finds Isabella Hernandez. Villalobos again passes on the shot and drives in for the bucket. That's what she likes to do. Kim Villalobos, 4 points and 5 rebounds already for Villalobos. 29-22, the Aztecs. They've led all the way. Here's a deep three out of the corner. Lavrovich, no good, rebounded by Ramos. Ramos, long pass ahead to Isabella Hernandez. Now it comes back to Ramos. Ramos, a really deep three. That was shot a little too strong. Sophia's taken 2 threes, both from well beyond the arc. Now Leonidas whips a pass inside to Hull, and a foul on Kim Villalobos. So Trista Hull, 6'2", a freshman from Yakima, Washington. We'll go to the free throw line. Hull is a 65% free throw shooter as Kylie Jade Pepe comes into the game for San Diego State. A freshman from Long Beach. Pepe had a career high 8 points here on Thursday night against Utah State. Hull, free throwing, leaves it short. You look at this Boise State roster. Leonidas is a senior, transfer from Brown University. But the rest of this roster full of freshmen and sophomores. They have 4 sophomores in the starting lineup and 4 freshmen who come in off that bench. So it's a young, newly put together team by Gordy Presnell, whose Boise State Broncos dominated this conference. Late in the last decade, they won 4 consecutive conference tournament championships from 2017 to 2020. Last year they came up short, got knocked out in the semifinals. Here's a nice step-through move by Kylie Jade Pepe, and then she draws a foul. Boise State last year was going for their 5th consecutive conference tournament championship as a number 6 seed, and they were eliminated in the semifinals by Wyoming, which went on to win its first ever conference tournament title. But Gordy Presnell has done amazing work at Boise State. Dominant team. They not only won 4 in a row, they won 5 out of 6 conference tournament titles last decade. But this year putting together a whole new look team. And there have been some growing pains for sure for Boise State. Pepe hits both free throws to give the Aztecs a 9-point lead, 31-22. 3.5 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Lalott in the post. Back outside it goes. Osley, pump fake, steps inside, hits the mid-range jumper. Anna Osley. Nice shot by Osley. She's off to a good start with 9 points. 31-24. Hernandez gets the ball to Avinger. Avinger takes a look, drives in, kicks out for Ramos. That three-pointer a little closer to the line, and Sophia puts that one in. Her first three-point field goal today. She's got 5 points. Good pick and roll and an easy layup at the other end of it for Abby Muse. And a quick timeout taken by San Diego State. So 5:55 to play in the second quarter. The hot shooting continues for both teams. San Diego State continues on the lead. It's the Aztecs 34, Boise State 26 on the Mountain West Network. Chris Hello along with John O'Brien, our entire crew here from San Diego. Mallory Adams, a red hot start. Hit 3 straight three-pointers. And the Aztecs have led ever since. 34-26 right now. 4 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Aztecs ball. Ramos just hit a 3. Mallory Adams wants another one. That's going to come up way short, however. Pepe saves it, but into the hands of Lavrovich. Into the front court to Osley, who's off to a good start for Boise State. Anna Osley gives the ball now to Mary Kay Naro. Popping out is Lalott. Whip pass comes inside. And Chenoweth able to tie up Abby Muse. Nice play by Bailey Chenoweth to get the ball back for San Diego State. Aztecs shooting 67% overall, 4 of 7 from the three-point arc. And maybe more importantly for the Aztecs, they've hit all 6 of their free throws. Boise State has missed all 4 of its free throws. There's a pass inside. Kylie Jade Pepe with good position on the lot. Left it a little short. Tracks it back down. Shot clock did not reset. Avinger's got to go to work. 4 to shoot. Step back jumper. Tough shot. She made it over the outstretched arm of Abby Muse. That's a tough shot. Avinger knocks it in. She's got 12 points. 36-26. Lalott working on the inside. She's got a good left hand. Left that one a little short. Lalott tracks down the loose ball. Gets it back outside to Osley. Osley gets a screen from Muse. Lost the handle for a moment. Good defense by Chenoweth. 5 to shoot. Lalott's got to put one up. That didn't draw iron. Avinger heads back with Chenoweth. Avinger going to go all the way. What a shot that was with the offhand across the lane. Flips it in over her shoulder. My goodness, only a freshman, Asia Avinger. How good is she already and how much better is she going to be? Largest lead for San Diego State. 38-26, 14 points for Avinger. Ball off the foot of Ramos. Asia Avinger, we have seen her make some circus shots this year, and that was yet another one. Exploding into the front court and finishing with that offhand. Backhand layup over the shoulder. Here's Lalott. Mary Kay Naro. Naro looks for an opening. Feeds Lalott. 7 to shoot for the Broncos. Naro on the baseline. Nice looking floater. Tipped free on the rebound by Muse. Lavrovich drives in and finishes. Good drive. Second one we've seen by Lindsay Lavrovich. She's got 4 points. 38-28. 3:22 to play in the first half. And here comes Avinger again. 14 points, 2 assists for Avinger so far. Kylie Jade Pepe's got good position in there, but well defended by Lalott. Osley comes back for the Broncos. Ball lobbed into the post, and Muse's pass was deflected, but a foul now by Chenoweth. Got a little too aggressive after she knocked the ball loose. Bailey Chenoweth picks up her second foul, the third team foul on San Diego State. Kamara Gibson back into the game for Kylie Jade Pepe. Ball comes into Osley. Bounce pass, Lott tries the right hand this time, no good. Rebound tipped out, Avenger's got it, and there she goes. Avenger to the front court, flips it out to Chenoweth, an open three, no good. Rebound, tipped into the hands of Naro. Lavrovich behind a pick. Back outside to Lott. Naro with a step-through move, lost it. Chenoweth picks it up. Ramos for the Aztecs leading by 10. Chenoweth steps into another three. This one's off the mark as well. Rebounded by Gibson, and she's fouled. Kamara Gibson with a strong offensive rebound, and the foul is called against Elodie Lalott. Lalott, by the way, has 6 double-doubles already this year for Boise State, which leads the conference. The sophomore from Paris, France, goes out of the game right now for a rest. Ball comes into Avenger. She doesn't need a rest. Mallory Adams has already hit 3 threes. Not this time. Rebounded by Osley. Leonidas heads back for the Broncos. Transfer from Brown University. Osley's open. Three-pointer. Off the mark. Gibson had it knocked away by her teammate Ramos, but it's saved back to Gibson. So the Aztecs leading by 10. The shooting has cooled down a little bit for both teams after a red-hot start at both ends of the floor. Aztecs are still at 56%. But remember, they hit 8 of their first 9. Look at Avenger. Setting up Adams, the jumper is off the heel of the rim, rebounded by Leonidas. She's got good speed, pulls up for the jumper. Nice play by Dominique Leonidas. 5'5" senior is from Stone Mountain, Georgia. She averages 11.5 points a game, which leads Boise State. And it's 38-30. 1:12 to play in the first half. The Aztecs have led throughout after Boise State got the opening bucket. The Aztecs went on a 7-0 run and have led ever since. Ramos weaves into the lane, leans in, draws contact, and scores. The contact, able to free her up to get that shot away. Sophia Ramos has 7. Here's Bowers with a quick turnaround. Rebounded by Gibson. Ramos way outside for 3. Too far out that time, even for Sophia. Ramos, a 41% three-point shooter, and she's made those shots from out there before, but not a well-advised attempt. 30 seconds to play in the first half. Leonidas for Boise State. Goes to Osley in the corner, inside for Bowers. Little two-person game. Now Leonidas has it back with 9 to shoot. Leonidas double-teamed on the perimeter trying to find an opening against Avenger and got the foul. Too bad. Avenger played it well until the foul, which will send Dominique Leonidas back to the free throw line. As I said, she's a 91%er, but she missed 2 earlier in this game. Coming into the game, Leonidas 31 for 34 at the free throw line. So, like I said, the fact that she missed 2 was quite surprising. She comes to the line here again, trying to cut it back to a single-digit game with 13 seconds to go in the first half. And that free throw looks a whole lot more like a 91%er. 40-31. The Aztecs will get the last shot of this first half. Leonidas perfect. 8-point game. It was an 8-point game at the end of the first quarter. Final 10 seconds of the half. Avenger was 7. Gets the ball into the post. Back outside, Ramos fumbles it. Going to have to force up a runner from the baseline. No good. And that's the end of the first half. Good first half here today. Both teams really shot well, executed incredibly well. There was only 2 turnovers on the Aztecs and only 2 turnovers on Boise State in that entire first half. So both teams played well. The Aztecs led by as many as 51% shooting for San Diego State. 4 out of 11 at the three-point arc. 3 of those put in by Mallory Adams in the first quarter. The Aztecs were a perfect 6 for 6 at the free throw line. Boise State shot 45%, made 2 of 7 on threes, and just 2 of 6 free throws. The Aztecs were +2 in rebounding, 17 to 15. Boise State got the first bucket of the game. Then the Aztecs went on a 7-0 run, and they led for the rest of the first half by 8 at the end of the first quarter, by as many as 12, and by 8 here at halftime. Individually for Boise State, Anna Osley led the way with 9 points, 4 of 6 shooting. 4 points for Lindsay Lavrovich, also 4 for Dominique Leonidas. Abby Muse, put in 8 points for Boise State, 4 of 5 shooting for Muse. 3 points for Rachel Bowers, 2 each for Trista Hull, and also Elodie Lalott. For San Diego State, Asia Avenger, 5 for 5 field goals, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Mallory Adams with that red-hot start, 11 points, all in the first quarter. Sophia Ramos scored 7, had 4 assists. 4 points, 5 rebounds for Kim Villalobos, 2 apiece for Kylie Jade Pepe and Camara Gibson. So that's the halftime story. San Diego State 40, Boise State 32. We'll take a break from San Diego. Invite you to stick around, stay with us. We'll come back. Second half. It'll all come your way right here in just a little while. So don't go too far away, and we'll rejoin you from San Diego shortly on the Mountain West Network. San Diego State is 8-1 this year when leading at halftime. We welcome you back to San Diego. Aztecs over Boise State right now, 40-32. Anna Osley, the 5'8" sophomore from Scottsdale, Arizona. Some good shooting in that first half for Boise State. Hit on 4 of 6 from the perimeter, 9 points for Osley. But the Aztecs broke into an early lead thanks to the 3-point shooting of Mallory Adams, who opened the game with 3 consecutive 3-pointers. 2 from the top of the key, 1 from the left wing. And with that early lead, San Diego State able to ride that into this 8-point halftime advantage. Mallory Adams finished with 11 points in the first half. Asia Avenger, 14 points on 5 of 5 shooting. And the Aztecs led by 8 at the end of the first quarter, led by as many as 12 in the second quarter, and right now they lead by 8. You look at Mallory Adams and Sophia Ramos, the 2 kids from Texas who came to this program together 3 years ago. And both have had outstanding careers. Ramos has been able to stay healthier. Mallory Adams missed what amounted to an entire season due to some injuries. But both back playing now. Ramos in her senior season out of San Antonio, Texas. Mallory Adams in her junior campaign out of Frisco, Texas. And they've been peas in a pod ever since they've gotten here. We get set to start the second half now. Boise State coming off a loss Thursday night at UNLV. The Aztecs coming off a victory Thursday night over Utah State. So here we go with the second half. Starters for both teams are out there. For Boise State, Naro, Lalott, Muse, Osley, Leonidas. And the Broncos in the blue visiting jerseys get the first possession of the second half. Mary Kay Naro, nice pick and roll. Muse pulls up, missed the bank shot, however. And Ramos gets the rebound into the hands of Avenger. Dribbled it off the foot of Adams. Now got it back. San Diego State trying to even its conference record. Aztecs' overall record is even. They're 8-8, 2-3 in the Mountain West. Avenger with a nice hesitation, drives in, sets up Mallory Adams for three, and she starts the second half the same way she started the first half. A three-pointer, her fourth of this game. 14 points for Mallory Adams and an 11-point lead for San Diego State. Lalott goes to Osley on the wing. Osley gives the ball on the perimeter to Muse. Now Leonidas back for Lalott, not a threat out there. Naro with 7 to shoot, finds an opening, sets up a three-point shot, no good, rebound, tipped into the hands of Avenger. Avenger heads back, cut off on the baseline, now tries again, look at the reverse! Another circus shot put in by Asia Avenger. She's got 16. Osley comes back. Villalobos got a piece of that. Tipped it out to Ramos. Oh, what a shot that was again by Avenger. Here's Ramos on the baseline. Deflected by Naro. Back into the hands of Ramos. Scoops it up there. No good. Leonidas for Boise State. She's got some good quickness as well. Osley had a look for a moment. Now it's to Muse in the post. Nice move. She'll try a reverse. Can't convert. Rebounded by Adams. 2 minutes gone by in the third. That's off the foot of Leonidas and out of bounds. Asia Avenger on that last reverse. A beautiful hesitation move on the baseline to freeze the defender, and then finishing with that beautiful reverse layup. 16 points for Avenger already. Here she goes again. This time she got hit accidentally by Leonidas. Gives the ball up to Ramos. Villalobos heads to the rim. Saves it. Mallory Adams, open three again. She's deadly today. Her fifth three-pointer. Mallory Adams, and just like that, San Diego State with an 8-0 run leads by 16. Muse drives in and can't convert, but will get to the free throw line. Abby Muse, 6'3", sophomore from Brentwood, California. Nice town, that Brentwood, California. Got married there. So I have good memories of Brentwood. I'm sure Abby Muse does as well. Free throw by Muse. She's a 64%er, averages 10 points, 7.5 rebounds per game in her sophomore season. She was on the all-freshman team in the Mountain West a year ago. So those free throws stop an 8-0 run to open the second half for San Diego State. The Aztecs lead 48-34. 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Avenger gets a screen from Mallory Adams, splits two defenders, hooks a pass into to Villalobos. That was a very intricate play, again by Avenger, hooking that pass around a defender. And Villalobos is the beneficiary with 2 free throws, although Kim has not been good at the free throw line this year, just 46%. First one is right in there for Villalobos, who's got 5 points and 6 rebounds today, the sophomore out of Van Nuys, California. And she looked good at the line on that trip. Both free throws good. San Diego State 50, Boise State 34. 7:19 to play in the third quarter. Osley on the baseline. Muse splits in there but couldn't get much of a shot away. Well defended by Adams. And now Ramos sets up at the offensive end for the Aztecs. Villalobos slips a screen, hooks a pass out. Here's Mallory Adams, not again. Nope, not this time. Trying to make it her 6th three of the day. Came up a little short. Leonidas whips it inside. Rachel Bowers is there this time, and her fall-away jumper on the baseline is good. Rachel Bowers with 5 points, the senior out of Newhall, California, suburb of Los Angeles. Avenger sets up Ramos for a three this time. Villalobos tips it free. Aztecs get another possession. It's amazing how many open shots Avenger sets up for her teammates. And, of course, for herself. Isabella Hernandez fires away. That's rebounded by Muse. Leonidas, beautiful bounce pass, and cutting in to score is Lindsay Lavrovich. That was a great pass by Leonidas to get the assist and make it 50-38. 4 minutes gone by, third quarter. Ramos tries with the left hand and got fouled. The foul is going to be on Lindsay Lavrovich. Sophia Ramos will go to the free throw line, where she's an 80% career free throw shooter, but just 50% so far this year. Strange indeed to see Sophia, actually 56%, but that's still a very low number for her at the line. Ramos is number 11 now on the all-time scoring list. Next up is Michelle Suman. For Ramos to make the all-time top 10, she'll need about another 25 points. She hits 2 free throws here. Sophia Ramos. She's got 9 points. The Aztecs lead 52-38. Midway through third quarter. Osley got free for a 3, left it short, and Mallory Adams gets the loose ball to Ramos. Back to Mallory. Bailey Chenoweth back in the game for the Aztecs, getting some extended playing time today with the Aztecs 5 players short on the roster. Villalobos has an opening in the lane. Bowers closed the door. 8 to shoot. Avinger with 4. What's she going to do this time? Step back 3. Unbelievable. Asia Avinger just showing all aspects of her game here today. Foul at the other end on Villalobos. Avinger's got 19 points on 7 of 7 shooting. And a three-pointer that time, a step-back 3. Gives the Aztecs their largest lead today. 55-38. Naro comes into Osley in the corner. Bowers switches it. Hull comes up short. Adams trying to pull it free on the rebound. Tied up by Trista Hull. So it'll stay with Boise State. Before that, though, we'll get a timeout. 4:53 to go in the third quarter. 2 players especially hot coming into today's game for the Aztecs, Asia Avinger and Mallory Adams, and both have remained sizzling here today. Avinger's three-pointer gives the Aztecs a 55-38 lead on the Mountain West Network. From Brentwood, California. Mallory Adams has been red hot from the three-point arc. 5 threes today, second time in the last 3 games that she's had 5 threes. And in between that, she had 4 threes here Thursday night against Utah State. So 14 threes in her last 3 games. Mallory's got 17 points, but she's actually been outshined by the brilliance of Avinger. 7 for 7 shooting for Avinger and 19 points. Avinger's got the ball again. Avinger goes to work. Kicks it out, baseline to Villalobos. Pulls her way in, and too much. She'll get an offensive foul. Kim Villalobos, strong in the post, but that time gets called for the offensive foul. This game has had hardly any turnovers at all. The Aztecs have just 3. Boise State has only 2 turnovers. That's how well this game has been played by both sides today. Very few mistakes, very good shooting. And right now, San Diego State enjoying the benefits of it, a 17-point lead. Here's Naro on a drive, flips it up there. Gibson couldn't control it. Naro got it free, and that'll set up a 3-point opportunity for Trista Hull, who banks it in and draws the foul. Mallory Adams gets the foul, her second. And the Aztecs' 4th team foul of the third quarter. So the Aztecs are out of fouls in this quarter. Trista Hull looking to complete the 3-point play. Unable to. Boise State Just 4 and 9 at the free throw line today. 55-40. There goes Avenger. Kicks it out. Chenoweth with an open three. In and out. Tough break for the sophomore Chenoweth. Rebounded by Lalott. Here comes Naro. Lalott hands off. Osley looked like she carried the ball, got away with it. Three-pointer out of the corner. Lavrovich, no good. Lalott rebounds. Bulls in there, puts it up. Got the roll. Nice play by Elodie Lalott. 4 points for Lalott today. She's been quiet. 55-42. 3:27 to go in the third quarter. Here's Avenger. Avenger, they lag off her. She shoots another jumper, and she is unconscious today. 8 for 8 field goals for Avenger. 21 points. 24 is her career high. 57-42. Foul coming up. Foul is on Camara Gibson. So that'll send Boise State to the free throw line. That's the 5th team foul on the Aztecs in this quarter. See if somebody knows it. Nope, they're going to give the ball inbounds to Boise State. It should have been 2 free throws for the Broncos. And they just either called another foul or realized their mistake. No, they called a foul on Mallory Adams. So that is the 6th team foul. They should have shot the last time. And they'll shoot this time. Trista Hull will get the 2 free throws. Once you get to a 5th team foul, it's automatically 2 free throws. So Hull back to the free throw line for the Broncos. Puts in this one. Trista Hull today with 5 points, a couple of rebounds. Both free throws good. San Diego State 57, Boise State 44. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Aztecs led by 8 at the end of the first quarter. By 8 at halftime. They've led by as many as 17 here in the third quarter. Right now by 13. Ramos takes a look, drives in on the baseline. Squeezes through and banks it in. Nice shot by Ramos. She's got 11. The Aztecs lead again by 15. Hull has it tipped away. Gets it back out to Osley, drives in on the baseline, ran into Camara Gibson. Lalott has it stripped away by Ramos. Jump ball. Stays with Boise State. 15 to shoot for the Broncos. Osley got free as Avenger was decked on a screen. Asia Avenger slow to get up after that screen. Ball goes out of bounds to San Diego State. So Avenger saw that one coming. But the way she's playing today, I don't know if it'll have any effect. 8 for 8 shooting, 4 for 4 at the line. 21 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists for Avenger, who's got the ball again with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Avenger heads downhill, bounces it out. Chenoweth, corner 3. No good. Chenoweth is 0 for 4 today from the arc. She's had some good looks. Tough pass, deflected out by Avenger. Isabella Hernandez checks into the game for Chenoweth, who hasn't been able to find the mark today. Hernandez is a good three-point shooter. So Boise State will get the inbounds. See, I think they're going to try to clean up a little moisture on the floor here. Oh, no, I beg your pardon. They're going to tape up the leg of Mary Kay Naro. Got cut, apparently. Naro will come out, replaced by Jada Clark. Boise State trailing by 15. We come near the end of the third quarter. Lalott takes a look, gives it back to Clark. Hull, Lalott, nice move with the left hand, not getting the bounces today. Elodie Lalott, 3 of 10 shooting, 6 points. Here's Ramos cutting down the lane. Outside for Mallory Adams. Now Avenger's got it again. Double high post, goes around the screen, sets up Mallory for 3. Again, Mallory Adams, that's a new career high. Her 6th three-pointer today. 20 points for Mallory. That's 1 point short of her career high. Adams now with 15 threes in her last 3 games. The Aztecs lead by 18. Largest lead today. Under a minute to play in the third quarter. Sophia Ramos. Ramos one of 3 Aztecs in double digits today. Instead of Mallory Adams, she tries another one, but that one got deflected by Osley. When you're hot, you want to let it fly. Osley did a good job to get a piece of that shot. Now here's Lavrovich. Baseline to Hall, trying to squeeze down the baseline and score. Nice move, Trista Hall. 6'2" freshman from Yakima, Washington. The Aztecs can hold for a final shot here in the third quarter. 62-46. Avenger's got the ball. She'll dribble it down as the clock winds down to 8. Avenger hasn't missed a shot yet today. Gonna put up another one and score again. A beautiful scoop shot. 9 for 9 shooting and 23 points for this spectacular freshman. Asia Avenger having an unbelievable afternoon, as is Mallory Adams, who's hit 6 3-pointers. And the 2 red-hot Aztecs have carried San Diego State to its largest lead today. At the end of 3 quarters, the score is San Diego State 64, Boise State 46. Come back with the fourth quarter on the Mountain West Network. Carcelo back in San Diego, where the Aztecs are getting remarkable performances today from Asia Avenger, the freshman point guard. 9 for 9 field goals, 23 points. And Mallory Adams has been on fire with 6 3-pointers and 20 points. The Aztecs have led throughout. Lead by 18 as we start the fourth quarter. Here's Avenger. Nobody has been able to stop her yet. She drives in, spins it up, but a foul. So that will not count as a field goal attempt. She will remain perfect from the field. And once she peels herself off the floor, the foul was on Lalott. She'll get 2 free throws. She hasn't missed one of those yet either. She's 4 for 4 at the line. Absolutely spectacular performance by Avenger, and we've seen her play spectacular already this year, but never quite like this. And that's the first thing she's missed all day. Her brother plays on the Aztec football team, a cornerback. Avenger's out of Cerritos in Orange County, where she was a player of the year in high school. Avenger was named preseason freshman of the year last year, but tore her ACL, never played last year. So they named her preseason freshman of the year again this year. Seems like a pretty good choice, watching her play tonight. She's tied a career high now with 24 points. The Aztecs lead 65-46. Lavrovich given the 3-pointer, left it short, rebounded by Ramos. Back-to-back impressive performances by San Diego State. They led Utah State by as many as 30 here on Thursday night. And they have led all the way here today. Ramos, a deep 3, ends up as a pass to Camara Gibson. Her shot blocked by Lalott. Here's Leonidas. Clark out of the corner. Pass fumbled. Knocked out of bounds, last touch by Avenger. Mary Kay Naro comes back in the game for Boise State. Minute gone by in the fourth quarter. Leonidas behind a pick, draws the foul. The foul is on Isabella Hernandez. So that'll set up Dominique Leonidas. The free throw line from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Leonidas 2 of 4 at the line today. Came in at 91% on the year. One of the best free throw shooters in this conference, if not the best. And I keep jinxing Leonidas. She's missed 3 free throws today. That's as many as she's missed all season coming into the game. She'll make this one. Leonidas puts it right in. 65-47. For Leonidas, 5 points today. 5 assists. Boise State does not have anybody in double figures scoring. They didn't have anybody in double figures the other night when they lost to UNLV. Mallory Adams has hit 6 3-pointers today. Gives the ball back out to the tour de force Avenger. She sets up a 3 for Isabella Hernandez. It's in and out. Rebounded by Lalonde. Naro charges into the front court. Naro, the only returning starter for this Boise State team. A young team, Gordy Presnell, trying to get them back to where they were near the end of last decade when Boise State absolutely dominated this conference. 4 consecutive conference tournament championships for Gordy Presnell's Broncos. Last year that streak was ended by Wyoming in the conference tournament semifinals. But a whole new look team this year for Boise State. And don't be surprised if it's not this year, sometime soon, Gordy Presnell will have this team right back in the hunt for a conference championship. He's that good, they're that good. Lalonde splits the 2 free throws. Mallory Adams grabs her 7th rebound. 2 minutes gone by in the 4th. Here's Avenger. Ramos hesitates around the screen, drives in for an easy layup and missed it with the offhand. Rebound kept alive by who else? Avenger, her first miss today. Now Ramos gets the ball on the weak side. Ramos spins baseline underneath, puts it up, got the foul. So Avenger's perfect day comes to an end on that layup attempt. She had made her first 9 field goal tries. Ramos back to the free throw line where she's 2 for 2 today. 11 points, 8 rebounds for Sophia Ramos today. Also 4 assists. She's played a solid game. Not as spectacular as her teammates Mallory Adams and Asia Avenger have. Ramos, steady influence on this team, averaging 13.6 points per game, leading the team coming into the game. Free throw is good. Paris Johnson, the great Aztec center, shot 11 of 12 field goals in a game. That is the all-time record for best field goal percentage, minimum 10 attempts. So Avenger's 9 for 10 now. That Paris Johnson performance was back in 2008. Both free throws good, 67-48. Bowers comes back, misses on the turnaround. Avenger back for the Aztecs. Hesitates, blows right by Osley. Kicks back out to Mallory Adams. That's not fair when she hesitates like that. Gets the defender to slow down and then puts it into another gear. It's a great move that she has. One of many moves she has, and she's fouled this time by Bowers. Avenger's tied a career high with 24 points. Mallory Adams is 1 short of her career high. She's got 20. Still 7 minutes to play. Avenger guarded by Osley. Mallory Adams going for her 7th three. She's got it, and a new career high. 23 points for Mallory Adams. What a day for Mallory. There's a beautiful drive and a scoop shot put in by Mary Kay Naro. 70-50, the Aztecs lead. Mallory Adams got to be getting close to the school record. 7 threes here today. The record is 8 for San Diego State women's basketball. I don't know if she has time to get 2 more and break the record today. Avenger hesitates, steps back, now steps in, got fouled. They didn't call it. And let's see, we get a technical foul? No, we get a foul. Yep, technical foul on Avenger. Well, she was definitely fouled. Did not get the call. So she picks up a technical foul call. That'll give Leonidas free throws at the other end with 6:12 to go. Felicia Wright, Carmelia Bloodshaw are the record holders with 8 threes in a game. And that happened a long time ago. Felicia Wright in 1993, Bloodshaw in 1991. So it's been nearly 20 years since we've seen somebody take a crack at that. Sophia Ramos had 7 threes in a game at Cal State Northridge during her freshman season. I remember that game. Ramos, I think, scored 23 points that day in the fourth quarter. Tried to bring the Aztecs back from a big deficit, but Mallory Adams putting on a show today. 7 3-pointers, 1 short of the school record. 6:05 to play. Jump shot put up left short by Muse. Gibson is fouled on the rebound. Kamara Gibson, 2 points and 7 rebounds today for Gibson. Done a nice job doing some of the dirty work while Avenger and Mallory Adams playing the starring roles today. Ramos takes a look. Hernandez, Avenger. See if they can set up Mallory Adams for a record-tying 3. 10 seconds to shoot. Ramos, double team, tried to split that double team, couldn't do it. A little slow to get up at the other end as Leonidas comes in and scoops it in with a left hand. Nice shot. Dominique Leonidas makes it San Diego State 70, Boise State 54. 5:19 to play. They bounce the ball to Mallory Adams. Now Hernandez had Mallory open in the corner, couldn't get it back to her. Leonidas heads back. Nice pass underneath, shot by Muse, and a foul. Foul is on Sophia Ramos. Still time, 5:07 to play. Boise State's going to need a big-time run here at the end. But the Broncos are not going to go away. No Gordy Presnell team is going to. Muse, free throw, perfect. And Abby Muse has 9 points. With this one, she can become the first Bronco today into double figures. Ball bounces off. And the rebound to Mallory Adams, who's now got 8 rebounds to go along with her 23 points, a career high for Mallory. Mallory Adams had quite the week. She had 5 threes and 21 points at New Mexico last Sunday. She had 4 threes and 14 points here on Thursday night. And today, 7 threes and 23 points. Timeout, 4:52 left. San Diego State 70, Boise State 55 on the Mountain West Network. Had a little talk with Mallory Adams just before the game today, and she looked over and said, "Yeah, I'm a little tired today." Well, she should be tired more often. 7 3-pointers and a career-high 23 points for Mallory. The Aztecs lead 70-55. Here's Villalobos slipping a screen. Setting it over to Mallory. Now Ramos drives into the lane, puts up a difficult shot, rebounded by Muse. Boise State still not out of this game yet. They can put together one hot run here. 4.5 minutes left. Leonidas. It's back outside. Around it comes to Naro. Naro goes right to the rim, lays it in with a left hand. 70-57. Boise State on a 7-0 run here. Close the gap. 9-0 run for Boise State. 4:11 left. San Diego State moments ago led by 22. Now here's Avenger. Leonidas trying to defend her, and Bowers tips it away. So Boise State making one last push. Osley into the front court. Leonidas out of the corner. She drives in, little step through move, and it's down to an 11-point game. An 11-0 run for Boise State. They've cut the deficit in half. 70-59. I wonder if the Aztecs might be getting a little tired here. Remember, they're playing with a very short roster today. Still 3:31 to go. It's not over yet. Aztecs need a couple of buckets to put this one away. Ramos tries to get it. Villalobos keeps it alive. Shot clock does not reset. 5 to shoot. Avenger held up by Muse, and that'll be a free throw situation for Asia Avenger. So her quickness able to draw that foul. Try to put an end to this 11-0 Boise State run over the last 3.5 minutes. Aztecs have contributed with 3 turnovers in that span. Avenger today, 5 of 6 at the line. 24 points, needs 1 more for a career high. And with that, both Avenger and Mallory Adams get career high scoring performances today. 25 for Avenger. I give a lot of credit to Boise State, though. Down 22 points, refusing to go away. An 11-0 run stopped by Avenger's free throws. 72-59. Still 3:10 left. Muse. Leonidas trying to use her quickness. Ramos trying to stay with her. Pass across, foul. Foul's going to be on Chenoweth. That'll be free throws for Boise State. That's what they need right now. Try and score with the clock stopped. Mary Kay Naro, 76%, goes to the free throw line. Naro with 4 points today. Puts in the free throw. 72-61. Or 72-60 rather with that first one. Naro cans them both. San Diego State 72, Boise State 61. Isabella Hernandez back in for Chenoweth. And here comes San Diego State. As mentioned, still need a couple of hoops to put this one away because Boise State will not go away. Avenger running some clock. It's the ball to Ramos. Comes straight away to Isabella Hernandez. Now Avenger. Watched by Osley. Mallory Adams pops out, 7 to shoot. Ramos with 5. On the baseline, double teamed with 2. Has to force it up. Got the rim. Villalobos is there to rescue the play. Kim Villalobos, a big play there. 8 points, 10 rebounds for Villalobos today. Quietly contributing in a big way. And let's see, we get a foul. We did. A foul on the over-the-back, Abby Muse. Gets whistled for it, and Mallory Adams will get free throws at the other end. That was a big play by Villalobos to help salt this game away for the Aztecs. Kim's got 10 boards today, 8 points. Mallory Adams, she and Avenger have been the stars. They combined for 49 points. Mallory looking to extend her career high. The 21 points she scored last Sunday in Albuquerque was a new career high, but that didn't last long because she's got a new career high today now with 25 big ones. Mallory Adams, 76-61 now for the Aztecs. Naro steps behind the screen. Rebound, deflected out. Last touched by the Aztecs, they say. So Boise State gets it back with 2 minutes to play. Leonidas, she fires a 3. Rebound underneath. Avenger pulls it out of there. Avenger bumped and fouled by Leonidas. Avenger a little slow to get up. Asia has not just scored 26 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, but she stuck her nose right in there today. She's been physically hit a couple of times. But this kid keeps on ticking. He's also got a technical foul today. I don't know too many Aztec players have a technical foul this year. Asia might be the first. But if you recall the play, she was clearly looked like she was fouled, did not get the call. She will get 2 free throws here, try and improve on her career high scoring performance. Havinger is 8 of 9 at the line. The Aztecs, a really, really bad free throw shooting team at 62%, but not today, 18 for 19. And Havinger makes it 19 of 20 for San Diego State. San Diego State locking up the victory here. Will improve to 3-3 in the conference, 9-8 overall. Boise State will fall to 1-4 in conference play, and 5-11 for Gordy Presnell's young Broncos. Naro on the baseline, nice pass underneath. Hull couldn't get it, but a foul by Villalobos. The Aztecs will only play 1 game in the next 12 days, and that game is scheduled for Wednesday night in Reno against the Nevada Wolfpack. Villalobos comes out, gets a nice hand. She played very well. 8 points, 10 rebounds. Aztecs had Ramos and Staples both go over the 20-point mark last year in a game against Fresno State. Today, both Avinger and Adams have gone over the 25-point mark. Might be another record for Ben Pearson to look up. Free throws put in by Hull. Sydney McQuieter, number 21, sophomore from Keller, Texas, comes into the game for Boise State. Ramos, Avinger, Mallory Adams, Hernandez Gibson. Here's Avinger. Finds Ramos. Off the mark. Avinger tracks down a loose ball. She's still running around everywhere out there with under a minute to play. And she'll dribble this thing out. It'll be the Aztecs' second consecutive impressive victory. They led all the way on Thursday night in a win over Utah State. Avinger getting the bounces as well. She's now got 30 points. What a game for Asia Avinger. Ramos had a 32-point game against New Mexico, the last time an Aztec had that many. And Ramos, who set that record, will dribble out this game. What a performance put on by 2 youngsters for San Diego State out here today. Both with career highs. Asia Avinger 30 points, Mallory Adams 25. San Diego State salts away the victory over Boise State. The final score, San Diego State 80, Boise State 63. The Aztecs get their second win in a row and get to the 500 mark in the conference. The Aztecs 3-3, 9-8 overall. Boise State, the young Broncos, fall to 1-4, 5-11 overall. They always have a star of the game here for San Diego State, but you've got to have 2 stars of the game today. The way Avinger and Mallory Adams played, both spectacular in setting career highs. And the Aztecs, who led from start to finish here on Thursday night, trailed 2-0 today before a 7-0 run put them ahead to stay today. The Aztecs 80, Boise State 63. For the game, San Diego State shot 44%, made 9 of 25 three-pointers. And for them, a remarkable 19 of 20 at the free throw line. Boise State shot 38%, made just 2 of 14 on threes, and they were 15 of 23 at the free throw line. Aztecs out-rebounded Boise State by a wide margin today, 44-29, so plus 15 on the glass for the Aztecs. The turnover story was remarkable. San Diego State had only 6 turnovers today. Boise State had only 2 the entire game. But San Diego State with Mallory Adams and Asia Avenger just both having spectacular performances. Too much for the Broncos here this afternoon. Individually for Boise State, Dominique Leonidas led the way with 11 points. And Trista Hull off the bench scored 10, 9 put in by Anna Osley, all in the first half. Abby Muse also scored 9 for Boise State. For San Diego State today, Asia Avenger, 30 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 10 of 12 shooting. The all-time record, Paris Johnson, 11 of 12. Asia was 10 of 12 today. And her partner in crime, Mallory Adams, with the remarkable 25 points and 7 3-pointers, just one short of the school record. Mallory was 7 for 11 from the three-point arc today. So both Avenger and Adams end up with career high in scoring. Mallory Adams added 8 rebounds along with her 25 points. Sophia Ramos scored 13 and had 9 boards today, 4 assists. Strong game for Ramos, but overshadowed a little bit by the super performances of her teammates. Kim Villalobos finished up with 8 points and 10 rebounds before she fouled out. And that's pretty much all the Aztecs needed. Kylie Jade Pepe scored 2, and Kamara Gibson scored 2 as well. So the Aztecs really back-to-back impressive wins over Utah State and Boise State. Now they'll try to keep it going on Wednesday night in Reno against the Nevada Wolfpack. Nevada coming into play today was a surprising 3-0 in Mountain West Conference play. So the Aztecs will go on the road Wednesday, and as mentioned, that'll be their only game in the next 12 days. After going to Nevada, the Aztecs will have 8 days off before they return home on January the 27th, the Thursday night game against the Air Force Falcons. We will have that for you on the Mountain West Network beginning at 6 o'clock, but that's not until January 27th. What a crew we had today. John O'Brien, our producer-director, Ryan Mejia on graphics and replay, Dan Oshman, Mike Tissa, Ron Sherrick, and Lexi Turner, our camera crew. Special thanks to Frank Musgrove and Pat Gilligan. And, of course, always great help from Ben Pearson from the Aztec Media Relations Office. I'm Chris Ello. Thanks for joining us. Have a enjoyable rest of your 3-day weekend. The final score, once again, San Diego State 80, Boise State 63. We'll catch up to you again in a couple of weeks when the Aztecs are back home to host the Air Force Falcons on Thursday, January 27th at 6 p.m. You'll see the game right here on the Mountain West Network. So long, everyone.